it's about that time for because we're here at this time of the year. Our power ranking. And what
You
inspired
being
that was
serious?
I'm dead serious.
We're doing a power rank here right now?
We're doing a power ranking, and we're not going to touch it again until week 1 is concluded.
We're doing a preseason power ranking?
And this is the reason why, because preseason ain't changing a damn thing.
True.
If we truly,
barring injury,
if we truly feel like it does, we will adjust
we
it.
can change it.
I have a feeling we won't have to touch this until after week 1. And the reason is because I see a lot of articles about a lot of websites dropping their their power rankings. So I'm gonna give you Fox Sports' power ranking for
Well, Fox is better than CBS.
Well, we're gonna see. So
never mind.
I'm gonna go over it quickly.
I don't trust any of these websites.
We're gonna try to make it. We're not gonna try to spend too long just on going over this. So
sure.
we can get to ours. Maybe some like subtle remarks or reactions
I'm
as we
gonna
go by.
Do a spin move real quick. Grab something real quick.
You do that. And I'm gonna start. So the 2024 NFL power ranking.
Who's won?
The Chiefs.
Of course.
I knew I was talking to myself. You got the Chiefs, number 1. The Niners, number 2. Number 3, you got the Lions. Number 4, you got the Eagles. Number 5, you have the Texans. Number 6, you have the Packers. Number 7, you have the Bengals. Number 8, you have the Ravens. Number 9, you have the Bills. 10, you have the Browns. 11, you have 11, you have the Rams. 12, you have Dallas. 13, you have the Jets. The Bucks are 14. The Dolphins are 15. The Bears are 16. Falcons are 17. Jags are 18. Steelers are 19. Seahawks are 20. Colts are 21. Arizona 22. Minnesota 23. Tennessee 24. New Orleans 25. Las Vegas 26. The Chargers at 27. The Commanders at 28. Giants at 29. Patriots 30. Broncos 31. The Panthers at 32.
These people have jobs.
These people have jobs. People are paid to do this, Devin. Shout out to
people
David
are paid
Hellman.
To put the Lions at fucking 3.
All right. So let's fix this. Let's do ours. So number 1, I think we can agree, Kansas City Chiefs going.
It has to be the reigning champs, of course.
And
honestly, they were fairly weak last year compared to where they should have been, and they may have strengthened a touch, but.
And do the runner-ups fall in second for now?
For now, until Ayuk gets traded, and then we can make a change. Sure.
Well, apparently they said definitely he's not getting traded. So
I didn't think he would.
Now the Lions were 3rd here. I don't think we're gonna put the Lions at 3.
The Baltimore Ravens are the 3rd team.
Thank you for saying that, because I didn't want to have to be the Ravens fan to say that we're 3. But okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Not only were they incredibly close to beating the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, and this whole thing would have been flipped, they got better.
Oh, dude.
So what the fuck puts them at what? 8? 9?
8.
What the world? Behind the Bengals? No.
Behind a lot of teams. So after the Ravens, you got teams to consider like Detroit, Philly, Houston, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Buffalo. And then I would say after Buffalo, I'm considering over the Rams and the Browns, probably Miami, and then like in Dallas. Those are the. But we'll jump back down. So 4.
4 is weird because you have the obvious powerhouses in the big 3. But honestly, I think the Eagles jumped the Lions.
Dude, Saquon?
Yeah.
Saquon in that Philly uniform is. Are they?
I think that
Is Philly? Yeah. Okay, we're really putting Philly at 4.
I mean, who else would we compare them to?
Yeah, Houston, Cincy, Green Bay, Detroit.
I think Philly 4.
All right.
I think that the Bengals are in a weird spot. Houston again, it's a rookie from last year, so it's still a little weird. They only won 9 games last year. You know.
Okay. Philly at 4. And then so then we're still looking at Detroit, Houston, Green Bay, Cincy, Buffalo, Cleveland, the Rams, Dallas, the Jets, Miami. The Jets are a team to consider.
The Jets are very much.
They're not making a crazy jump.
But no, they are going to be higher than where they are.
After Philly. See, but here's the thing. Okay. Houston and Green Bay, who's better?
Houston.
I agree. Cincinnati and Green Bay, who's better?
Cincinnati.
I agree. Cincinnati and Houston, who's better?
That's where it's tough. But I think Cincy for now.
I think healthy Cincy is better.
I think so too.
I think healthy Cincy is better, but if you have to go healthy Cincy at 5, you think you got to go Houston at 6.
Agreed. And then we can go
Lions. What about Detroit?
Lions 7.
Okay. I'm okay with that for now. Detroit at 7.
I mean, they can be higher, but I don't.
So I think we're looking at Green Bay still on the board, Buffalo, the Jets, Dallas, Miami.
I say Jets, then Packers.
Jets, Packers,
Buffalo.
Jets, Packers, Buffalo. Jets,
now,
Packers,
now,
Buffalo,
do we
Jets,
think
Packers,
that Buffalo or Miami is going to be better? Because that's tough.
I think it goes Jets, Miami, Buffalo,
Packers, Bills.
Packers, Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
I think it goes Jets, Miami, Packers.
Because I mean, we can.
Bills.
Obviously, the Bills are still going to be pretty good, but we don't know. Like, it's hard to tell. There's such a restructured team at this point offensively.
And
we don't really
then
know.
Cleveland, the Rams. You got Dallas. I'd say Dallas is probably next. Dallas is next.
I mean, but they had Cleveland so high, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Nick Chubb's going to be.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think it goes Dallas over Cleveland.
Sure.
Now, are the Rams better than Cleveland? Because I think that's a conversation. I think the Rams could be better than Cleveland.
I think they can. I think that they've proven that offensively they can be a great team. We don't know what we're going to get with Cleveland. We're probably going to get a pretty decent team if we have a healthy Chubb and a healthy Watson.
Would you put them over the Rams right now?
The Rams didn't have a great season last year, but they showed a shit ton of promise.
They made the playoffs.
So did the Browns.
They did, yeah. I'm not really mad at either way. I mean, we can go Cleveland and then the Rams.
I honestly like Rams and Cleveland.
All right. Yeah, I kind of like the Rams and Cleveland too. Okay, and then now we're looking at teams like Buffalo, or excuse me, Tampa Bay, Buccaneers is what I meant to say.
I think Tampa's next.
Tampa over Atlanta?
Yeah.
Tampa over Jacksonville?
Yep.
All right. Tampa over Chicago?
Yes.
Chicago over Atlanta?
I don't know where to put Chicago, you know?
I think, honestly, I'm putting Atlanta. I'm going to tell you all the teams I'm putting at least above Chicago.
Sure.
Atlanta, Jacksonville, and the Chargers.
Yeah. I've never seen a rookie quarterback with a team that won, 4 or 5 games last season? And obviously they added other pieces, but I've never seen a team be ranked this high this often.
And I would probably go. Oh yeah, no, I've never seen the Chicago. I don't think I've ever seen the Chicago Bears ranked this high ever.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Atlanta, then the Chargers, then the Jags.
Yeah, the Jags are a weird team to me. They don't. I don't know. They showed promise for bits last year, and then at the end of the year, completely shit on themselves. So you never know.
See, and then do we consider Chicago? Like is Chicago over Seattle?
No,
Chicago over Pittsburgh?
no,
Chicago over Indy?
yes,
Chicago over Arizona?
yes,
Minnesota?
sure,
Tennessee?
yep,
The Saints?
yep,
The Raiders?
yep,
The Commanders?
1,000%.
All right, and then I know the rest you're gonna say yes to. So, okay. So,
Yeah, no, I think that just and it's not because of Caleb. I think if you gave Fields the weapons that Williams currently has, we would put them somewhere up here.
I think it goes Seahawks, Seahawks. Russell Wilson is garbage.
I know, but it could be Fields with a decent team.
Fields is garbage.
We don't know that yet.
Okay, Pittsburgh at 19, I guess.
No, I mean,
Pittsburgh, Seattle, and then Chicago.
oh well, no. Flip him.
Fuck no. Flip
Okay.
what?
I was gonna say Seattle and
Seattle. Oh,
new
Chicago,
head coach.
Chicago over Seattle?
No,
Or
I was
you
gonna
want
say
to go?
Seattle and Pittsburgh,
That's what I wanted to do.
and I agree with that.
I think it's Seattle,
Then Pitt.
Pittsburgh, and then Chicago.
Sure.
Seattle, Pittsburgh, and then Chicago.
Now, where does that put Chicago numbers wise?
21st
Perfect.
instead of 16th.
Perfect.
And then now we're looking at teams like the Colts, the Cardinals, the Vikings. Do we want to go to 32 maybe?
Yeah.
And say who
I
the
mean,
worst team
honestly,
in the
the
league is?
Cardinals for me could be 32. Like, I don't know.
I think the worst team in the league might be the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't want to put that on the Panthers. They have at least a young quarterback who can develop, and a few decent pieces.
I think teams worse than. All right.
I think the Saints are pretty fucking bad.
Can we name any more teams worse than the Panthers?
I think Washington is better. Maybe. Fuck.
Okay, here. Teams that Carolina are better than. How about the Patriots?
Yes.
How about the Giants?
Malik Neighbors is kind of nice.
How about the Commanders?
No.
How about the Raiders?
Yes. No.
The Saints?
Potentially.
The Titans?
Nah, I mean, getting Ridley is pretty cool.
The Vikings?
Nah.
Okay, so we put Carolina at what? Just at
30?
At 30? So they're not better than Washington or the Giants?
No.
Okay.
I mean, by season's end, it'll probably be fairly close in terms of all that stuff.
And then after Carolina, we're looking at teams like Vegas, the Commanders, the Giants, Tennessee, Minnesota, and the Cardinals, and the Colts. I'd say the Colts are the best team out of all these.
I think Colts, sure. I think Arizona next, solely based off of the Marvin Harrison grab.
Okay.
I think Minnesota's next, just because they have Jettison.
Raiders?
I think the Raiders are well, no, honestly, I'm going to say Raiders first because Minshew has actually proven himself to be a decent quarterback. Sam Darnold has not done that yet, nor J.J. McCarthy. So I think
I like Raiders there.
Raiders ahead. Minnesota can go next if there's not any other teams, but
Minnesota over
the Saints.
The Saints, the Titans?
Ooh.
I mean, I think let's go back to 30. So Carolina's at 30. 29.
Who's 31?
New England.
Perfect.
I would say I think I think I think Saints and Titans are tied with me. I don't got to split hairs with them. Giants,
I think
but
the
I think the
Titans will be better than the Saints, but
Giants and Commanders. I think those are the next two teams you got to do. You got to go with.
from 29 to 28,
Yeah.
give me the nod. Yeah.
I'll give you the nod over the Giants. And then after that, we're looking at it's really these last three. So it's where we're gonna put the Titans, the Saints,
The Vikings.
and the Vikings. Yeah. Titans, Saints, Vikings. Um
Ah,
Titans, Saints, Vikings, Vikings, Titans, Saints.
Titans, Vikings, Saints.
From worst to best, or from best to worst. Titan. What did we say?
Titans, Vikings, Saints.
I think it's Vikings, Titans, Saints. The Titans are a retirement home.
No, I agree, but I mean,
Like they at least have Justin Jefferson and apparently some hope in a quarterback situation.
in a Sam Darnold. Yeah, sure, yeah.
So
yeah.
Minnesota, Tennessee, and New Orleans.
New Orleans.
All right, our official power ranking before week 1. This will not be altered until after week 1.
Unless we want to.
Unless we want to. Starting at 32, we got Denver, New England at 31, Carolina at 30, the Giants at 29, the Commanders at 28, Saints at 27, Tennessee at 26, Minnesota at 25, the Raiders at 24, Arizona at 23, the Colts at 22, Chicago at 21, Pittsburgh at 20, Seattle at 19, Jacksonville at 18, 17 is the Chargers, Atlanta at 16, Tampa at 15, Cleveland at 14, the Rams at 13, Dallas at 12, Buffalo at 11, Green Bay at 10, Miami at 9, Jets at 8, Detroit at 7, Houston at 6, Cincinnati at 5, Philly at 4, Baltimore at 3, San Fran at 2, Kansas City at 1.
Beautiful.
I'll say the biggest hot take and jump will be the Jets, and they
Sure.
have to prove that 8th spot.
Yeah, the biggest jump is the Jets, and the biggest fall is probably the Bears. But
yeah,
it's 5
well,
spots.
no, I mean jump in sense of like what people probably expect in the top 10.
I think the Jets deserve to be there. I mean, because last year we had them pretty high up, so I think this year. I mean, the team hasn't changed much, and they have Aaron this year, so.